Hey folks, welcome back to our show today. This is Jiminy Critic. As you can see from the trailer that we just showed, today's movie feature that we're going to talk about is the movie called Valkyrie. Valkyrie is a very recent release, and this is brought to us by United Artists. It's rated PG-13, and I'll get to that in just a minute. The movie stars, of course, Tom Cruise as Colonel Klaus von Stauffenberg. He'll be important here in just a bit. Kenneth Branagh is in this movie. Bill Nighy, who's had a resurgence in a number of movies in the last 3-4 years. Tom Wilkinson, good actor in this movie as well, and Terrence Stamp has a small role in this movie as well. So we got a lot of heavy hitters in this movie, Valkyrie. The movie's about 120 minutes long, might be just a tad long, but I think the story was well done. The basic idea of this movie, Valkyrie, is this is based on a true story of true events, where basically this takes place, of course, during World War II under Hitler's regime. I think it starts in the early 40s. He's just starting to gain control over different countries bit by bit as the soldiers go in and take over places. And this movie tries to focus on the true story of Colonel von Stauffenberg and some friends of his within the military. They're trying to show, I think, that not everyone in Germany, citizens and even people in Hitler's government and military, were not fully behind at all some of the diabolical plots that he was starting to come up with in his extermination plans and his world takeover plans, that not everybody was just behind him in lockstep 100%. And if you think about that, how dangerous would it be to be a guy on the inside of the military and have some compatriots of yours on the inside of the military, people that can get very close to Hitler himself and yet have to put on the facade of being behind him, yes sir, every command that he gives, doing what they're told, and yet secretly, covertly trying to undermine everything he's doing. And actually this movie is a plan on how to literally try to take Hitler out by killing him. And again, I'm not going to give you all the details of this. You're going to want to see the movie to see what their plans are, what devices they were going to use, how they were going to get close enough to Hitler to make this happen. You got to figure he's a heavily guarded figure, but there are ways with people who can get close that could possibly make this happen. And by the way, the word Valkyrie was the name of the plan of reassigning the government under a new regime should Hitler be taken out. So that's where the name of this movie comes from. And again, this movie is based on factual events, things that really happened. There's a lot of excitement and build-up. Even though we know ultimately the plan did not succeed in trying to kill Hitler at this point, it's always refreshing to know that, again, not everybody in the country was behind that man and behind what he planned to do. I think you guys should take the time to check out the movie Valkyrie.